Hi, folks, and I'm here today with Hercules, and we're just gonna we're gonna talk about him for a little bit. We got a few questions for him, and I guess we're just gonna start off with how did you get your immense strength?
I was born to the god Zeus and was given a portion of his strength. Now you may ask, how come you weren't given all his strength? You are the son of a god, aren't you? Yes, however, I was also born to my mother, a mortal.
Alright.
So I was only given a portion of his strength.
Well, that's interesting. Well, the next question we have is something that a lot of your fans really want to know. Is, why did Hera hate you so much?
Hera hated me so much, I think, because of the affair that Zeus had with my mother, of course. And that spawned me, I guess, to her I was the spawn of evil.
Oh, wow, that's mean, but, I guess...
Nah.
Such is life.
Nah.
What gave you the courage not to end your life after you had mistakenly killed your wife in a rage?
That's a good question. Now, to be honest, it may sound kind of dumb to other people, but hearing my father's voice in my head going, "That won't do you any good," told me that I need to continue, at least for my father.
Well, it's good that he said that to you. And then, you had some trials afterwards. And one was the lion. And, how did you take down such a powerful foe?
Beforehand, I blocked all his paths out of his den.
Okay.
And then went in through one. And that was the only way out he had, and he had to get past me. Which, of course, nobody could do, of course. And, I took him down and made an excellent cloak out of his skin.
Oh, nice cloak.
It saved me from spears and many arrows.
Well, that's good. I'd love me one of them cloaks,
Nah.
Alright, well, our next question is, you ended up slaying the Hydra, which a lot of people were afraid of. And, some say you created a very lethal weapon with it. What did you do exactly?
Well, you see, the Hydra's blood was very, very poisonous.
Okay.
So I dipped some of the heads of my arrows into it and saved them. And that added deadly. Along with the precision of my archery skills, that added some very deadly after touch. Yeah.
Well, that's good. One more item to your arsenal, yeah?
Yeah.
After that trial, you did have the one where you had to capture the animals. And, why were you're very careful when you did that. Some people want to know why.
The god Artemis wouldn't be too happy if I, took down some of her lovely animals.
Okay.
Some of her. I don't know. I never figured it out. It's her.
Okay.
But I had to be careful because I didn't want her joining Hera.
Mm-hmm.
So I captured them very carefully, making sure that each time I struck, that no blood was spilled. She was not happy with this, but after I explained to her that it was the king's task and not mine to create, she left me alone.
Alrighty, that's interesting. And then you were given the task of those very, very disgusting stables that you had to clean. Hadn't been cleaned forever. Ugh, how did you do that in just one day?
Well, you see, I figured I'm not going to get through cleaning all of these by hand. And I'm not going to, in general. So I devised a plan, and that plan was to run a river by damming it up, and then running it through the stables. And by doing that, it cleaned it all out and washed it downstream.
Wow. Well, that's very smart of you.
Surprised nobody cleaned it beforehand, I guess.
Some people
They
are
hired
just
some lazy people.
Yeah. People do want to know if you had any help accomplishing all of your tasks. Because you are Hercules and you can do everything on your own. But did you get any help along the way?
Only just. I don't like to talk about this, but because I want to be the hero here.
Yeah, I know what you're
saying. But I was helped by Athena,
I understand. Okay. A thinner.
throughout, and she helped me get through the tasks.
Okay.
That.
You just kind of like keep it to Hercules.
But I mean, I did most of the work, you know. So
Oh,
let's
I
not get
see.
into how she helped me, because I did most of the work. I did all
understand.
the work. She didn't. She hardly did anything. She just told me what to do. She told me what was smart to do, and then I made that better.
All right. Now, eventually, you did remarry.
Yeah.
And people, and she was kidnapped by a centaur. People want to know,
Yeah.
how did you kill the centaur?
I took him down with one of my poisonous arrows that I had from the Hydra.
Oh, that's effective right there. And the last question we have for you today, people just want to know, what did your wife, what did she use to help you stay faithful?
Well, you see, I later on learned that before the centaur died, he told her that his blood would have someone stay faithful to that one person. And she didn't need to use it till very later on, till rumors were going around. And she decided to use it, but the mistake she made was that the blood had also the poison of the Hydra infused within it. And as she put it on my clothes, and I put my clothes on, I was poisoned and thereafter died and was sent to live with my father in Mount Olympus.
I mean, you're speaking to a god right now.
Only a half god.
You're so modest. Well, ladies and gentlemen.
Maybe a little too modest.
A little too modest. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Hercules. We hope you've enjoyed this interview, and we hope you have all the information you need. Cut it.